All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming through this evening, Monday night. We've got a week ahead of us, but I'm glad that you're here with us this evening. Thanks for tuning in live wherever you are around the country today. We're going to make this a fantastic week. You're starting it on the right foot by being here this evening. I promise we're going to make it worth your while over the next 40 minutes. You're sitting this evening at DuePoint. That's where you're at, where you've been brought to this evening. The important thing to know is that DuePoint is a division of Constantia Insurance Company Limited. We're a listed and licensed life and short-term insurance company. Started in 1952. We're 66 years old this year. So this is not a new startup. This is not something brand new. You might not have heard of us, but I promise by the end of this presentation you'll understand why. But you are dealing with a well-established financial services company in South Africa today. Go and do some research. Go and look on our wall outside. All of our licenses and associations are there. Find us online. Go to the FSCA's website. Go to the JC's website. Look us up under Conduit Capital. Know who you're dealing with here this evening. We are, of course, an authorized and registered financial services provider as well. There's our FSP number down there if you need it, if you want to go and do some more research about us. Importantly, too, is that this is a business made up of real people that actually live in South Africa. You'll be able to find all of us here 6 days a week. Monday through Saturday, you can come here, you'll find us. Now, I say that because so often these days, I'm reading in the newspaper about these companies that don't even have real people in them. They're made up Facebook characters, etc., etc. Well, I promise you, I'm not a computer-generated character. It is the 7th of May. I am here in Bryanston. I have witnesses to my real presence here. We are all real people here. We're homegrown South African, and we have what we think is a homegrown South African solution here today. You're with me tonight, Brendan Benfield. I'm the senior executive, and I'm going to run you through what we do. So what is it that we do? Well, we have two objectives here at DuePoint. Our primary reason for existence and our primary objective is to create in the hands of South Africans a regular, recurring, and steadfast income. Why are we doing this? Well, because in South Africa today, we do not have that. As employees, which is, I imagine, most of you here this evening, you know that someone else tells you how much you're going to earn. There's a committee somewhere in a room on some floor somewhere that decides what increase you're going to get, what bonus you're going to get, whether you'll be promoted or not, and ultimately the same committee will tell you if you're retrenched or not, which we're seeing more and more and more. Why? Because the last 2 years, our economy's been shrinking. The growth had slowed down, and now it's negative. And every year, there are less businesses open, less jobs available, and we are left with less and less control over our income. The second side of that, probably the nastiest side of that, is that we have no control over our economy either. You know, you're individuals in the economy. Prices are going up on a weekly basis. We have VAT increases, petrol increases, and we have general inflation as our currency weakens. I don't know if you guys have been following it, but the Rand has been doing a wonderful exercise in weakening over the last 4 weeks. And as a result, everything we eat, everything we wear, everything we buy is getting more expensive every month. This is not a marketing ploy. This is the reality of the economy that we live in and work in here in South Africa. And we have no vote in that economy. We have no way of changing the pricing. I often ask people, have you had an increase lately to match the price increases that are going through? We had VAT that went up by 7% on the 1st of April. Did you get a 7% increase in your salary on the 1st of April? No, none of us have control. And so what we've done at DuePoint is we've created a system where we believe we can put you back in control of your income. By doing that, we can unplug you from what you're doing right now to survive. To survive in South Africa, we use debt. That's what we've done. We basically invented it. Every form of debt you can get in South Africa because it's what we've used to survive. It bridges the gap between what we earn and what we have to spend in order to live in South Africa. And we're hoping that we can get rid of that debt and bridge it instead with an income that you have created, that you are in control of. That is our hope here at DuePoint and our primary objective. Our secondary objective is that we want to get South Africans involved again in the financial services space. It's arguably the most regulated industry in the country, and that means that South Africans cannot get involved. And we believe we've created a system that opens the window and lets South Africans back into this highly, highly regulated space. With those two objectives together, we have created what we call the DuePoint system. The DuePoint system is where you come in. It allows you as individuals to contract with us as what we call wealth engineers. Wealth engineers do not sell, they don't advertise, they don't advise, they don't do any of these things. They have one simple task, the task of connecting individuals to us. And by connecting people to us, you create market penetration for us, which leads to greater sales of our products, which we do. When we do that, we create revenue, and the revenue we create is what we use to create that extra recurring income for you. Now, now, critically important. And I think the thing that most people miss when they come to DuePoint, they think they're sitting in the presentation that they've been in once before where they had to buy like mouth sprays or cleaning agents or milkshakes or pills or virtual coins or something. And they think that they're sitting there where now what they're going to do is they're going to sell something and make income off of the sale. Folks, you don't sell anything at DuePoint, and therefore you don't make what we call ad hoc income, because ad hoc income does not change your economic position. When you're making money when you sell a pot, you're only making money when you sell the pot. You're not making it on a recurring, regular, monthly basis. What we do is we use financial services and lifestyle products here, which run on automatic debit orders. Every month, no matter the date, no matter the day, no matter your personal circumstances, those debit orders run. And they run potentially for the rest of your life, which means that every month your income comes in on a measurable and reliable and steadfast basis. You know what you're going to get next month, so you can start planning and budgeting. This is how we start to become an economic solution in the South African context. It's critical that you understand it. It's the cornerstone of our system. It's the reason why we built the system the way that we did. We then layer that, obviously, with your ability to leverage others. We understand. Number one excuse for not becoming a wealth engineer: I don't have time. Guys, there's a very big club here of I don't have times. Nobody has time. The system has been designed to buy your time back. It allows you to leverage others in creating your own income. You're able to create what we call channels here, teams of individuals that now go out and do the task that you would have done, connecting individuals and growing greater penetration for us and a greater income for yourselves. The system has been designed to work in the context that you find yourself in right now. This is not employment. You're not signing an employment contract with us. We're not hiring. What we're doing is we're putting the tool, the system, in your hands, and we're saying use it to change your economic future. Use it how you want, when you want, completely independently of us here at DuePoint. Does it cost a lot of money? No, it doesn't. In fact, we purpose-built DuePoint not to cost you anything as a wealth engineer. Why? Because in South Africa, we keep having our money taken from us. If you were reading the newspapers a week ago, you would have found the latest collapse of the next thing, taking tens of millions of South African rands out of the country, gone from those people. That's not how we work here. At DuePoint, it costs you nothing to be a wealth engineer. No startup costs. There's no box of goodies you're going to buy this evening that you've got to take away or pay 3,000 Rand for. There's no training costs, no admin costs, no sales fees, no monthly fees. There are no costs at all for being a wealth engineer. By simply being a product owner, you're automatically a wealth engineer at DuePoint. So this evening is not a financial risk decision for you. It also doesn't require any specific educational qualification because you're not selling. A critical thing to remember, and I still have people at the end of my presentation come and say to me, Brendan, but what are we selling? We're not selling anything. You are contracted out of selling. And so you do not need to worry about whatever education you have because you're not an intermediary. You're not a broker. You're not an agent. You're not advertising. You're free from that, and it means that every South African can be a wealth engineer in our system. And that means that everybody in South Africa is in a position to start building a proper asset. I was just talking with the team before now about how in South Africa we don't have wealth to hand to our children. The general South Africans, you are not going to be getting millions of rands from your parents when they pass away. You're not going to be getting houses and cars and estates. That's not something that we in South Africa have to give to our children. We have never created assets before. At DuePoint, your channel that creates a recurring income is an asset because it creates a recurring income. It can be priced, which means you can sell it. And it means that when you pass away one day, it will transfer to your children. And they will earn the income that you created during your lifetime. That can be grown further by them. And it too will be transferred later to your grandchildren when they pass away. It's generational legacy. That's what we're trying to create here at DuePoint. More than just an income for you, we're trying to create a legacy for the South African economy here today. All right, now, we've built the system as well in a position where it's completely convenient for you. Once I tell people, look, you can't give me the excuse of time, we buy your time back. You can't give me the excuse of we don't sell, I don't like selling because we don't do any selling here. Well, then people say to me, well, Brendan, I don't want to present. Good news. No presenting at all in the DuePoint system. There's only two people that do the presentations here, and that's me and Rob. And tonight, jackpot night for you. I'm much better than Rob. So you like totally won out tonight. Okay, good night. All right. No presenting. We do that. And with our technology, we're in your pocket 24 hours a day. You don't have to do any of the convincing, any of the carrying the products around, any of the things that would have embarrassed you or gotten between you and your friends. We've eliminated all of that in our system and made it a system of complete convenience for you with one task left. The simple task of connecting people to us. Now, how do you connect people to us? Well, there's 4 ways of doing it. The first way is you can go to our information counter and you can buy our memory stick, our little USB stick. If you battle with data, this is your solution. It's 170 Rand, it's got our presentations on it. You plug it into a TV or computer, and there we are, any time of the day, doing the presentation for you wherever you are. The second way, if you live in the area, you can come here. Monday through Saturdays, we present out of here. Night times, lunch times, mornings, go look at our schedule, pick a time that's convenient for you each week and bring your people. We do the presentation to you. Then the third way, probably our number 1 way of connecting with you, is through our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube, you search DuePoint, you're going to find every presentation we've ever done. You can go pick your favorite ones, and any time of the day, any day of the year, anywhere in the country, you simply click play, and there we are doing the presentation for you. So people say to me, Brendan, what do I say to people? How do I convince them to come to DuePoint? Well, I say to them, don't convince them at all. You say to them, do you require additional income? The answer is always yes. And when they say, yes, I do, you go click. And if they go, no, I just want a summary, you go click. And if they say, no, I just want to hear about the products, so no problem, click. Everything you need is on our YouTube channel, 24 hours a day. The fourth way of connecting people to DuePoint is through our live broadcasts. Every one of our presentations, 6 days a week, are broadcast live around the country. Again, you're stuck at work, you're stuck at home, you're stuck in a coffee shop, at church, or you're in another province to where you normally are. You click play on your phone, on a computer, and you are live in the room with us every day of the week, Monday through Saturday. 4 ways to connect people to us, and we do the rest of the work. Now, as you do that, some of the individuals that you connect to DuePoint are going to catch the vision of what we're doing. And not all of them. There's a lot of people that carry the stigma of previous failed networks and all sorts of stuff in South Africa. We appreciate that. But some of the people will see through that and catch the vision of DuePoint. When they do, they'll become wealth engineers like you. And when they do that, we allocate them to you and your channel is born. These folk go out, they're going to talk to people as well, connect them to DuePoint. Some become wealth engineers, and again, we allocate them to you. This is the leverage our system grants you. As time passes, your channel grows more and more, and you penetrate more of the economy for us as DuePoint. We then come along as DuePoint, not you. You need to remember this. We come along as DuePoint, and we facilitate the purchase of our products throughout this channel. Again, another big sort of mindset change for people. You are not selling anything. That's where we come in. Now, having facilitated the purchase of our products throughout your channel, your income is now born. Now, what's important to note, the thing on the tip of everybody's tongue always, this is not a pyramid scheme. It's not a Ponzi scheme. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not any of these kinds of schemes. We are a listed and licensed insurance company. We have got about 8 regulators that look after us. We had to present this to 24 heads of department at the FSCA. Folks, this unfortunately is the get-rich-slow scheme, which I know disappoints very many people. What we're doing here is creating real, genuine, lifetime wealth and life-changing wealth. But we don't promise you the things you're going to see on Facebook and on Google. I see it every day. I'm always searching, looking through what's happening. 90 days, you'll be on 100,000 Rand a month. 90 days, I've seen you'll be on 1 million Rand a month. Folks, that's lies. It's lies, and what happens is they take your money and then they disappear, and we're in the same position that we were before, enhancing the stigma. The stigma, the stigma. Here at DuePoint, you'll find we're very honest. This is get-rich-slow stuff. It comes at a price. You will change your economic position permanently with DuePoint, but the price you'll pay is time. Time, energy, effort, and thought will build a wealth that will change your future and possibly that of your children as well, forever. Now, by facilitating, by creating channel market penetration for us, you allow us to start the first mechanism in this process, which is us facilitating the purchase of our products into that channel. The first product that we facilitate the purchase of is our Access Wealth Plan. It's 324 Rand a month, and for that you get 2 independent products. Your very own tax-free investment account and 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. The investment account is tax-free, and it comes with no notice periods or penalties, which means that the money is immediately yours. Whatever you put in that investment account, is yours immediately. We take 100 Rand a month of that 324 Rand and we put it into the investment account. So your real cost on this product is only 224 Rand a month. And as I said, for that you get 120,000 Rands worth of personal accident cover. The second product that we have, that we facilitate the purchase of here, is our Wealth Guard product. Our Wealth Guard product is 249 Rand a month. For 249 Rand, we give you 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. One price, no matter how old you are, no matter what your personal condition is, no matter what your risk profile is, one price, no waiting periods, first payment, and you're under cover for 1 million Rands worth of personal accident cover. Now folks, our products are all designed to enhance our primary objective. Our primary objective is to create wealth for you, to allow you to facilitate a channel that earns recurring wealth for you. In order for us to do that, we have eliminated in all of our products cover for illness and natural causes. Because if we add those, we now need to risk profile everybody you bring here. How old are they? What work do they do? What pre-existing conditions have they got? We have to put different waiting periods in, and for some, we won't be able to cover at all. And your ability to create wealth will be completely halved. Here at DuePoint, everyone is under cover for one price, no matter their circumstances. That's what we've done with all of our products. Our third product is our Wealth Points Buyers Club. Our Wealth Points Buyers Club is 299 Rand a month, and for that, you get access to our entire list of suppliers. We're a 7-decade-old insurance company here. As a 7-decade-old insurance company, we have leverage. When we go to people, they give us discounts, account managers, vouchers, packages, deals, services, all sorts of things you couldn't get as an individual. For 299 Rand a month, you get access to this product and every one of our suppliers every single month. Now guys, this is a membership fee. This is the cost of administering our list of suppliers. If you don't use it, you lose it. I say this because we've had some people think that you can get refunded. You won't get refunded. It's like going to the gym. If you don't use the gym equipment, they don't refund you. Folks, you have the opportunity to use all of our supplies every single month. No criteria. For 299 Rand a month. So with those three products, we're now in the position to create DuePoint. DuePoint's second mechanism is often misunderstood. People say to me, Brendan, how does the maths work in this system? Well, folks, it works very simply. In the traditional banking and insurance space, what do we do to connect you to us? We run hundreds of millions of Rands worth of adverts. TV, radio, SMS, websites, you name it, we're running adverts to try and get you to connect to us. How do we pay for this? Well, we simply build it into the price of your product. It's very, very easy. We make you pay for it in your banking fees. We make you pay for it in your funeral cover, in your car insurance. 30 to 50% of what you pay every month is what we use to pay for advertising the month ahead and the month ahead. I did this for more than a decade. I understand the process. Now, at DuePoint, we do zero advertising. Zero. That's why you've never heard of us before this evening. What we do instead is we use you to connect individuals to us. This means that all that money that I would have spent on SABC, DSTV, Prime Media, which we would have spent, is now available to you and your channels. This is the simple redirection of the flow of the funds at DuePoint that allows us to do the second mechanism, the creation of wealth for you. We do this through two methods. First, through our returns program. The returns program pays you 27.50 Rand for every product payment made in your channel every month, multiplied by a factor of where in your channel that payment is made. So for instance, you go out, you talk to some of your friends. Some become wealth engineers. They take a product, they make a product payment. You get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%. That's 55 Rand. 55 Rand. Not per person. You bring them here, you don't get anything. It's 55 Rand per product payment that's made. This puts you back in the controlling seat because people can take more than one product. If they take two products, you get 110 Rand. If they take three products, you get 165 Rand. You're in this controlling seat, able to triple your revenue, triple your wealth through the DuePoint system. Now these folk go out, they talk to a few more people. Some become wealth engineers. They make their product payments, and again, you get 27.50 Rand multiplied by 200%, 55 Rand. 55 Rand for every product, every month that's paid for in your product. You can see you've been here for 5 minutes. In this particular example, you've put a handful of people in. If you add up the money there, you'll see that you're on about 1,000 Rand a month, 12,000 Rand a year. 12,000 Rand a year off of the back of a handful of people. Now this is again where we say to you, we're very realistic at DuePoint. We require time and energy and effort to create wealth, but we create real wealth here at DuePoint. As you put more time and more effort into the growth of your channel, you will continue to earn. You'll continue to earn all the way to the 8th point. But from the 8th point on, you have unlimited earning potential. We don't limit how many points you can earn on. If you need to earn on more points, you can. You grow your channel to any size you want, and as long as you're qualified to earn, you will earn on every point and every product payment in your channel. Go to our YouTube channel, watch our 6-minute video on how to qualify, and you will know that we have created proper generational legacy here at DuePoint. You can build a channel 25 points big, hand it to your children, they can build it 75 points. Hand it to your grandchildren, they can build it to 100 points, and earn on every point in the DuePoint channel. So, how does this translate on the ground? What does it actually mean? How much are you actually going to earn here at DuePoint? Well, it's impossible for me to tell you, because every one of you is going to build in a different way, in a different shape, in a different amount of time, and at a different speed. So we went away, and we got 2 decades of information. As you can see, we haven't been doing this for 5 minutes. We know what we're doing. We got 2 decades of information. We came up with what we think is a reasonable growth rate formula for someone who wants to do a little bit of effort here, but doesn't have a lot of time. We call it the 3+2 growth rate formula. What does it say? It says in your first month with us, you've got to put just 3 people on your first point. That is not an unreasonable ask. If you look at some of the statistics of our guys here, some will put 30, 35 people in a month. We're asking for 3. 3 people in your first month. And then we want you to put in 2 people every month thereafter. That's it. 3 plus 2. Plus 2 plus 2. But this is where the persistency comes in. You've got to put the 2 people in every single month. Christmas, birthday, New Year, putting the 2 people in. That's your responsibility. If you can do that, and you can be persistent about that over time, 1 person every 14 to 15 days, if you can do that over 6 months, we reckon you can reasonably expect to be on about 2,500 Rand a month. 2,500 Rand a month is 30,000 Rand a year that you've created for yourself as additional income. Remember, you don't quit your job to do DuePoint. That would be ridiculous in the current economic climate. This is extra. You add this to your life. This is the spare time that you convert to wealth. 2 people a month. If you can do that and work with your team to do that in 6 months, you can and should reasonably expect to be on 2,500 Rand a month with us here at DuePoint. Now, if you can go beyond that, if you can push beyond 6 months, if you can do 12 months with us, that's it, 12 months. We reckon you'll be on about 9,000 to 10,000 Rand a month. That's 120,000 Rand a year. Now, you'll see how different this is from everything else you've seen. Everything else you see, like I said earlier, says that after 90 days you'll be on 100,000 Rand, at the end of your first year you'll be on 1,000,000 Rand. No. It's going to take you a year to get to 10,000 Rand a month, but that's all you actually need. And this is what we've realized at DuePoint. Imagine if every South African could get an extra 10,000 Rand a month. How that would change our economy completely. People always say they want the 1,000,000 Rand and the 100,000 Rand. Well, of course we want that. But what we actually need is an extra 10,000 Rand. It changes everything in our personal economic position, does it not? Your rent, your car, your groceries, your school fees, all covered by that extra 10,000 Rand a month. That's 1 year. If you can do 2 years with us, that number will grow to 27,000 to 30,000 Rand a month. That's 360,000 Rand in 2020. So if you start now, 7th of May, 2020, and you build consistently over 24 months with us, you can reasonably expect to be on 30,000 Rand a month. That's more than most people are going to earn in their careers, is it not? Very few people achieve 30,000 Rand a month. We say that you can reasonably expect that after 2 years with us here. 3 years, and that rises to about 45,000 Rand a month. 4 years, about 60,000 Rand a month. And if you can do half a decade with us, proper, genuine, lifetime wealth creation, 5 years with us, you should be on about 80 to 100,000 Rand a month. That's 1,000,000 Rand a year. Now we can talk the 1,000,000 Rand number. You haven't been here 5 weeks or 5 days or 5 months. You've been with us for 5 years. Is this easy work? No. No. Why is it hard work? It's easy to connect people to DuePoint. It's difficult to handle the emotions of the disappointment. People will make you promises. They'll come in, they'll say, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pay here, and they're not going to. That's fine. That's all part of the mathematics. It's all part of what we built into this. We know that. But do you have the emotional strength and the thick skin to handle dealing with people? Because that's what you do here to create wealth. You simply deal with people. Simple task of connecting them with us. As you do that over a 5-year period, you will not only change your own personal wealth for the rest of your life, but you will have changed the wealth of your family as this will become the asset that you hand over year after year. And it doesn't have to stop at 5 years. We just stop at 5 years. You can do this for 25 years if you want. It's totally in your hands. It's your tool. Does it work? Well, every month we put people on the ground, on the stage here from around the country that are using the tool. Some are doing badly, some are doing medium, some are doing well. We put them all on the stage. We put them on the stage and we say, this is how it's working at DuePoint, people using the tool. We're not afraid to show people working slowly. We're also not afraid to show people doing just a medium pace. We show you everything at DuePoint. This month, just recently, we had a few people on stage. We had Lengao. Lengao's a youngster from the Northwest Province down here. You can see there, Northwest Province. He's been with us for 5 months. 5 months. In that 5 months, he's created for himself a monthly income of 4,600 Rand. Okay, now I said it would take you 6 months to get to 2,500 Rand. How come he's on 4,600 after 5 months? Well, because the tool is his, as is the tool is yours. You decide how fast you want to grow your channel size. That's completely up to you. You will decide the outcome of your channel, and he is moving very quickly with us. Then we've got Sidwell. Sidwell's moving slower, but steadily. He's been here for 10 months with us. He said to us he wanted 10 solid guys. Put 10 guys in and build solid wealth for 10 individuals. And over the course of his 10 months, he's created a channel worth 4,800 Rand a month. 50,000 Rand a year. 50 grand a year extra. He's got his job, carries on with life, but he's getting 50 grand extra a year through the DuePoint system after 10 months. I tease him. I tell him he's part of the 1+1 club. He's not doing the +2. He's doing +1 every month. But who cares? He's quite happy to be doing that. He believes and is building a solid channel over time. Then we've got a chap called Donnie. He's been with us for 2 years. So we like to show you a little bit about what this looks like over time, because sometimes people believe that no one lasts in these things. Well, we do. We have lots of people that have lost. This is not DuePoint's first year. And so Donnie's been with us for 2 years. And over the course of 2 years, he's created for himself a channel worth 24, let's call it 25,000 Rand a month. 25,000. Remember, I said it should be around 27 to 30,000 Rand a month. So he's pretty much bang on the maths. 25,000 Rand a month after 2 years of being with us. Not only has he done that, he's lived a completely different lifestyle over the last 2 years. And if you go to our YouTube channel and watch the videos of him, he will tell you how 2 years ago he had a decision to make. A decision of carrying on with the life he had, or a decision to change things, not only financially, but from a lifestyle as well. And he's had an incredible experience with us here over the last 2 years, beyond just the money that he's made. On YouTube, you can see everybody's story that we've put on the stage. We've only put a fraction of the people that are earning up here on the stage. It would be physically impossible for us to put the thousands of people earning at DuePoint on the stage. But here's the fraction that we've brought up. You can see all their stories on YouTube. Go and do it. Understand what we've done here at DuePoint. All right, so that's DuePoint. Everything that you need to make a decision on, I've just told you. Everything I tell you from this point forward is just extra. It's just extra. Our wealth creation system is what we do. Do you sell anything? No. I saw everybody scrambling for notepads and glasses and all sorts when I put the 3 products up, because you'd already forgotten that the 3 products are not important. They are simply the mechanism that we use. I often threaten my wealth engineers. I say, no. If you guys don't stop focusing on the products, I'm changing them to buckets of water and wooden spoons. Because your decision to become a wealth engineer has got nothing to do with our 3 products. It's got to do with creating wealth. That is DuePoint's product. We can sell our other insurance products to any one of our divisions or UMAs. Here, we create wealth. Tonight, your decision is, do you want to start creating wealth? If you do, it's very simple. Go to our website, DuePoint.net, click the apply button, fill out the form. It'll take you 5 minutes. You are now a wealth engineer, not a cent having passed from your pockets. Not a cent. And you're a wealthy. And this evening, you can start the process of building wealth with us here. If you're serious, get the tools. They don't make me money, I promise you. They make you money. Get the USB stick with the presentation on it if you struggle with data. Go and get it right now. Go to our counter and buy it. 170 Rand, you've got our presentation in your pocket. Order all of these things at info@DuePoint.net if you can't come to the office. Get our backup batteries. I know your batteries are all dead. I make the joke every night, but watch, you're all going to laugh again. Your cell phones are all on 6% now, aren't they? Look at it. I know they are. And then your business, the ability for people to fill out the application form is on your phone. If your phone dies, you can't do DuePoint. So get the backup battery. We've got the backup battery here. You plug it in, it charges your phone, bang, you're back in business. Get our business cards, 645 Rand for 500 cards out of a 5,000 Rand set. If you tried to print these cards yourselves, it'd cost you 5 grand. They're not cheap little thin glossy. This is real 5,000 Rand business cards we custom make for you. You get 500 of them for 645 Rand. And we've got all the other tools and bits and pieces that you can use to grow your channel with us here. Get the tools if you're serious. Folks, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is how we connect to you and how you connect to us 365 days a year. It's free to subscribe, and your phone will let you know when we're live every day. Download our free app, put it on your phone. You can't work at DuePoint without the app on your phone or your tablet. So get it on your phone tonight. It's free. Use our Wi-Fi or download it wherever you are tonight. It plugs you into your channel in real time. In real time, you can see what's going on in your channel. Your tools and training are there. Do the training, guys, please, I beg you. And all your personal details and your product documents are there. Anywhere in the world, any time of the day, 2 or 3 clicks, and you can have your policy document or product document open on your screen. Never again do you have to worry about losing it. And it's there in your phone. 365 days a year. Get the app before you leave this evening. Folks, we know that one of the things that you don't know how to do is this business. That's arguably the last excuse that people come up with. Well, I've burnt all my other excuses up, but I simply don't know how to do it, so I don't want to do it. No, folks, we actually teach you how to do this business. Through our XP Rewards training program, we take your hand and we lead you from beginner to expert in this system. We show you how to create wealth at DuePoint. As you complete the steps and the programs in our training program, we give you experience points. They're simply a measure of your experience and maturity with us. As you gain experience and grow your channel, when you meet the 2 criteria, we rank you up in the training program. And when we rank you up, we reward you, not with paper pads and pens that you'd get at the training at work. Real rewards. In the beginning, it's a little bit of cash. Help you get going. You know, there's costs, data, etc. We help you get going. Then, as you get a little bit more experienced and your channels get a little bit more serious, well, then the cash starts getting dramatically more serious. You can see here, from rank 11 onwards, we don't even reveal it to you. It reveals as you get to those ranks in your system. There are 28 ranks in our system currently, and we're building more all the time. You can see how serious this training program becomes. Then, from about rank 5, we start to reward you with tools that are going to help you accelerate the growth of your channel. At rank 5, we give you a lightning memory stick imported from the US. It's filled with our downloads, presentations, testimonies, tools, everything that you're going to need to connect people to DuePoint. At rank 7, we give you a 12,500 Rand set of imported business cards. 12,500 Rand. They are gold gilded. Not gold printed, gold gilded for you. You're able to take these cards, the best cards in the country, and connect individuals to DuePoint with them. They're incredibly, incredibly powerful. If you want to see what a 12,500 Rand set of business cards looks like, go to our glass cabinet afterwards and take a look in there, or find somebody who's got a set here. There's a whole bunch of them. All right. Then at rank 9, as long as you maintain your channel size with us, every year that you do, we take you and your family away with us on a 1-week trip, 5-star business class, all expenses paid. You don't have to pay for the air tickets, you don't have to pay for the airport taxes, you don't have to transfer yourself to the airport. My goodness, we are not one of those things. This is a reward that we give you for hard work in creating genuine wealth that will last a lifetime, not just while the US dollar is weak, a lifetime. And it is for everybody who makes rank 9. There's no competitions here at DuePoint. This is not one of those things. Here, everybody who achieves rank 9 will go. It's a guarantee that we give. We guarantee that everybody who puts the work and the time and the energy into getting rank 9 will come away with us. Do we go away all the time? We go away every year. Do we go away in July when it's cold and cheap? No. We go away in December when it's hot and expensive and your kids are on school holiday so that they can come with. We are not only becoming an economic solution in South Africa, we're changing the lifestyles of South Africans. We've lived hard lifestyles in South Africa for a long, long time, and we're changing that here too. We don't run a system where you start on 0 every year. This is an accumulating system. Whatever you do this year, if you don't make it to rank 9 by the time we go in December this year, it doesn't matter. Whatever you've built this year is what you will start on next year. You will accumulate again next year. And whatever you've done over the 2 years will count towards your rank 9 for that year, etc., etc. That's why we can guarantee that everybody will go rank 9 who sticks it out. What we can also guarantee is that everybody who quits won't make rank 9. The price you pay is time and energy and thought with us. And when you do, your Decembers look like this going forward. Alrighty. Looks like it should be okay. I'm going to be there. I'll be there every year. Are you going to be there with us? Well, that's the question you have to ask. You can see we don't have to use stock footage. We use real footage because we go every year. We'll be going next year. If you don't make it this year, we'll be going next year. I always tease the guys in October. In October, they're all like, oh, I quit. I'm not going on the trip. I'm like, but we're going next year too. Keep going and you can join us. We've got plenty of time left this year. What's the record to rank 9? 5 months. 5 months to rank 9. You can get there if you want. But our average is 19 months. So you can't quit if you don't make this year because on average you won't make this year. But that's your decision. Like we showed you with all those individuals. You'll decide what you do with this tool, not us. At rank 11 we give you another very useful tool. It's your own car. It's not branded. It's not financed through us. You don't rent it from us and we don't give it to you and then take it away. It's your car. And our hope is that you will use it in building your economic freedom with us here. Now folks, we've got a couple of things happening this week and this month. Every month we run what are called wealth quests as part of our training program. They help you get started. They help you build solid channels. This month the challenge that we've got out for everyone is called our You're in the Army Now challenge, and it requires you to rank up in our training program. Where you're able to rank up, and guys, go and read the T's and C's so you understand what that means. Where you're able to rank up this month and put one qualified individual on your first point, you'll walk away at the end of the month with 10,000 Rand extra in your returns. 10,000 Rand extra. For every wealth engineer this month, this is the one you should be going for. Not only do you rank up in our training program and are rewarded through that, there's an extra 10,000 Rand. People should be bleeding for this challenge right now. I'm excited to see who really takes it and goes for it. Then, it's final month for our rank 4s and above challenge, 90-day challenge. Anybody can do this as long as you get to rank 4 by the end of May. This is your last chance, last month. If you can get 5 rank 2s into your channel by the end of May, it's 25,000 Rand in cash in it for you as well. All part of our training program, all part of our growth program here at DuePoint. Guys, on Thursday this week, we're running a very special presentation. We only run it once every 3 months, so you've timed it well, getting here just before it. We call it our Thematic Thursday. What do we do at Thematic Thursday is we break this business right down. We explain why and how we built every aspect of it. Why? Because we're tackling the stigma of people. People are full of stigma because of what has come before. These systems that have come through, robbed people and left. We are not that. And so we break down this business for you bit by bit. So these are the perfect evenings to bring difficult people to. People who want to fight you. They want to say, this is just like. I'm not doing just, when we are not anything like anybody. We are completely unique. This is the perfect night to bring them on. We're going to break it down to a little bit longer. We take about an hour and a half instead of 45 minutes. But it's the perfect evening to bring guests to, and it's the perfect evening to bring your channel to, guys, so that you can learn too how we built this business. 6:30 this Thursday night. Make sure you're here, your channel's here, and make sure everybody tunes in live from around the country. Fill the rooms around the country, watch, understand how we built DuePoint and why we built it. Folks, I think you can see that we're pretty serious about what we're doing here. We've put tens of millions of rands into DuePoint. We've been around long enough now to prove that we work and that we are arguably one of the only viable economic solutions in South Africa for the average South African. We're here working with South Africans on the ground to change their futures forever. That's what we do here. And tonight, if you've got questions or concerns, that's completely natural. Come and ask us. Ask the people who brought you. Come and ask my staff and I. Get the answers. We had to answer them ourselves when we built DuePoint. Come and get the answers, but don't walk away tonight without this tool in your hands. Pick it up and go and start making some change. Permanent change, real change in your lives. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to see you all outside, and thanks for all of you who've tuned in live tonight.